In this demonstration, we're going to learn how to create a formula field in Crystal Reports. Formula fields allow us to add database fields together, to add strings together, such as a first name with a space and then the last name. They're in two different fields, but we want them together. So what I'm going to do to create a formula field, I have already created a blank report, and I have also connected to the classic models database. I can show you the database fields I have in here. I've got the employee table, and in there I've got a last name and a first name. I want to put those together. The first name first with a space and the last name. Make somebody's full name. So I'm going to create a formula field. Now to add a formula field or create a formula field, all we have to do is right click on formula fields and say new. Then we've got to give it a name. The name that makes sense to me is full name. You can put spaces in there, however I do camel casing. Now it comes here to our formula editor. Excuse me. And this editor helps us build the formula. So what we're going to do is right now we have no fields in the report other than full name, which is what we're creating. We open up the connection to it. I'm going to double click on first name, and that puts the first name in the formula. You notice it's got it in the curly braces here, and it's got the table dot first name. Then what I'm going to do, click space, I'm going to do an ampersand, and that allows us to add something onto it. In strings, in Crystal Report, we don't use the plus for adding strings together or concatenating them together. It's the ampersand, and that allows us to put strings together. And what I want to add to it, first of all, is a blank space. Otherwise, it's going to put them right together with no space in between. So I'll put a quote and a space and a quote, and that gives me a blank space. Now I want to add on to there the last name, so I will do an ampersand. And then I'll click on last name to get it into there. And so we have our employee first name, a space, and the employee last name. I'll go ahead and save. When you hit save, if there is an error in your formula here, it will pop up and tell you. So if there is no pop-up, I can save and close. Now we have in here formula fields. So we can access the database fields and the formula fields. I'm going to go ahead and put the full name here into the details section. Drag and drop it into there. And now we can do view preview with all records. And you see now it has the person's full name, first name, space, last name. And it does it for all the records in the database. And that's how you create a simple formula.